First of all, Mitch, I guess Pop addressed the team this week, and I'm just kind of curious your thoughts on sort of what that meant to the guys to see and hear from him directly, and I guess what it meant to you and the other coaches as well.
Yeah, I think it meant a lot for everybody. It was just cool to see him holding court in front of the guys again. I think so for myself, that was what was pretty cool and powerful to see. And just to see their engagement and attention on him was good to see.
This team is no stranger for you, but also have a different rotation and roster, players playing. How do you approach this game not knowing who's going to play and who's not going to play?
Yeah, we've experienced that with this team already a few times. Again, I think it's one of their strengths in terms of playing to their identity regardless of availability and what the roster or lineups may be. And we know they're going to play fast, they're going to play physical, and they're going to play to their identity for 48 minutes regardless of how the game's going for or against them at the time. And I think that's a challenge to be able to match that and be consistent.
What do you need to do better than the past games to try to get a W this game?
I think matching their physicality, it's no stranger that's one thing that they like to hang their hat on. And for us, obviously, that comes in the way of rebounding on both sides of the floor. And then I think you can also probably bake in the turnovers in terms of taking care of the basketball and getting good shots. And this team really, I think, in terms of referring to Memphis, when they are able to win the possession game, it can be hard. And they do a very good job of doing that.
And you were just talking about Memphis playing to its identity. Can you get yourself in trouble by trying to match that, though, by playing like as fast as they play?
Yeah, I don't think we're trying to match their identity. I think, if anything, we're trying to play to our identity. And I think, that's something we are growing and trying to be more consistent at. And so it is one of those things of understanding the type of game or style of play you may be in, and understanding that that doesn't always mean you want to play to that style, right? It's like a boxing fight. This guy likes to do this, and these are his strengths. Then maybe tonight, that's not something you play into, while also playing to your own game. So it is a delicate balance of that, but I think the best teams are able to understand the strengths and weaknesses of the team or the players they're playing against, while also this is what we hang our hat on. And the teams that can do kind of both of those things and bring them together, that's when you have a pretty consistent approach most nights.
Is Sohan good to go tonight? I know he left the other game, the last game early.
Yeah, I believe he is good to go. Again, got to go through the pregame stuff and get cleared, but he was in a better place than we were expecting in terms of because he didn't finish the game, so I expect him to play tonight.
I'm wondering what you think of Memphis's Jalen Wells. You've seen him a lot. You don't often see a rookie, a second-round rookie come in and make an impact on the team as good as Memphis right away. So I'm kind of curious what you think.
He was one of those guys. I liked him when he was in our gym. We liked him. There were some things he did just in terms of size, shooting, playing simple, and I mean that as a compliment, kind of knowing his role and who he was. And I think he has fit seamlessly into the team, and he gets credit for that. Taylor and his staff get credit for that. The rest of the team gets credit for that because they're obviously playing around him, and he's playing around them nicely. So when you're able to do that as a young player, there's a lot of things that have to go into that because it's tough in this league to have that amount of success at that age on a winning team.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.